everyone, this is Pam, Rose City Stitcher, coming to you with a long-awaited video. This is going to be my WIP parade and my 2018 finishes. I know I haven't done a video in a few months. Things just got busy and I just never got a chance to do it. So I thought I'd just do this, that way you can see what I've been working on the last 2 months, see the progress that I've made, and see the things that I finished. So this might be kind of a long video, so go ahead and get a drink and get your stitching, and I'll go ahead and get started. Depending on how long this is, I'll do my stitching plans. If it gets to be too long of a video, then I'll go ahead and do my 2019 stitching plans in a separate video. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you my finishes first. I had 24 finishes this year, which was pretty good, I thought. So I'm going to show you my latest finish first. This is one you haven't seen. This is called Texas Christmas, and it's by Redbird Designs. It was a real quick stitch, and this is on Cashel cream linen that came with it, and I used all the called for colors, so that turned out really cute. And then another one I don't think that you saw finished is Santa's List. This was a stitch along with Chelsea and Priscilla, and this is just on the tea-dyed Charles Craft even weave. And then this is With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais, Plum Pudding. I just love how this one turned out. So cute. And this is also just on that Charles Craft tea dyed. And then the one cottage that I somehow missed doing, October. Then I finished a Mill Hill kit called Wendy's Cat, which was a lot of fun. And of course, I'm going to get to the ones that you've seen if you've watched my previous videos. This is called Halloween Night. I think her name is Sandra Cozzolino. And this is on a 16 count. I don't remember what it's called, but it was a 16 count Ada. And then Miss O'Leary's Milk Farm, Dairy Farm, something like that. And this is a picture of this plus. I'm not sure, earthen maybe, what it kind of looks like. And then Little Red Barn, I think this is what this one is called. The Farmhouse Christmas series. Again, this is on that Charles Craft. And then one of my kits that I finished, called Curiosity. I was real happy to get that one finished. That was a long time coming. And it was on Ada, just I think it was the fabric that came with the kit. Then I had a little ornament, a Christmas birdhouse. Looks like that's also on that Charles Craft. And another Mill Hill kit called Jeweled Apple. It turned out really cute. I need to get that one cut out and finished. I was going to put that in my classroom. And then Ghoul Tidings. This is done on a linen. And then this has 2-on-1. And this is light top Excuse me, I am getting over a cold, so I'm sorry if I end up coughing. Beach. This is, this one I think is called Beach by Lizzie Kate. And this is from Summer Smalls. The summer one. Then also Lizzie Kate. This is the Spring Smalls. Bunny. So cute. And then also Lizzie Kate. Kind of went on a Lizzie Kate kick here for a while. This is on 14 count Ada Lupine. It's called Live Simply. Then another one that took a while to get finished. Pumpkin Passport by Frosted Pumpkin. This was on Ale. That one took a while for me to get finished. Then I had Oodles of Winter by Bent Creek, I believe. This is on a, I'm not sure what fabric this was, but it's a blue even weave. And then I did Oodles of Autumn, and this one is on Earthen. So yeah, that's what that other was then. Earthen. And then I did Oodles of Spring. They don't have a summer one. I wish they would come up with a summer one so I could have all four. And then I had this. It's just on an Ada called Make Lemonade. I think this is a Country Cottage Needleworks. And then Nora Corbett. Gwen. Love her. She's on Haunted. Turned out so good. Need to get that one framed. And then Woodland Sampler. This was from a magazine. I don't know what this fabric was. It's just one that was in my stash. I thought it turned out really good on that. And then I had the first two parts of Sing a Sampler by Silver Creek Samplers. So I've got Doe and Raiden. This is in my plans to finish next year. And I don't know what fabric this is, because it's, I think it's the Mushroom Lugana, I think. And then the last one was Brooks Books. And this was Meg, the Little Women. And this one I also plan on finishing. It's on Dusty. Juggling. I'm anxious to finish these. I'm going to get these done. Like I said, these two are going to be on my quick list to get finished as soon as possible. I want to get these two done. I planned to get back to them this year and I never did. So those are my 24 finishes. And so now, all of my WIPs. I started 2018 with 46. I'm ending with 55. But a couple of these, one or two of these are going to be UFO'd. So let's go ahead and get started. I guess I'll show you some of the UFO ones. This is not on the list. I've already taken it off. I think I may have already told you. Frozen donut stitch. I just don't enjoy this one. I don't know if it's the fabric or what, but I decided I'm not going to continue working on this one. And Ice Cats. I am going to restart it. I don't like the fabric. The fabric, I don't know what the deal is with the fabric. It's Picture This Plus, but Mercedes, but I don't know. It just feels weird. It's an off piece or something. So I'm going to restart it on another piece of fabric because I do like it. I do want to stitch it, but not on this fabric. See, it's like the dye did kind of weird. It's like real blotchy, and I don't like it. So I'm just going to restart that one at some later point. And then Tapestry Cat by Teresa Winsler. I'd started this on 5/30/2016. This is what she looks like. This is in memory of my cat that I used to have that passed away. And I'm just going to restart it at the top because it was really hard. You probably can't even hardly see it. It's really hard starting right in the middle of the cat. So I'm going to just, kind of leave that there and start at the top and work my way down instead. Because it was just too hard to keep my place with those colors. I think it'll work easier if I'm coming down. Because then I can do block by block. Okay, so that's that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Might take me a little bit because I've got them in my box here in alphabetical order, but I've got them on my sheet in order of oldest WIP to newest, and that was the way I wanted to show them to you. So my oldest WIP is a Heaven and Earth design. I started this on 12/1/2014, and I'm still working on it. It's making progress, though. I'm actually seeing progress. It's the Mini Shaman by Ruth Thompson. And here's where I am now. So you can see I'm making progress. I think I have 4 or 5 pages left. So my goal is, I have 2 half pages. So that's my goal this year is, for 2019, is to get the 2 half pages done. And then I'll feel pretty good. My son has moved out into his own apartment and he wants this finished so he can hang it up. So that's kind of putting this to the forefront of my goals to get some work done on it. So, and this one, I just keep in this. So it's all its own. So that's my oldest. And not too far behind is my mason jar lineup. So if I can find it here. There it is. It's a dimensions kit. Like I said, started this on January 1st of 2015. There's no reason why this shouldn't be finished, but it's not. I'm still just working away on the back stitching. So you can see I've got more of the back stitching done. I've only got 2 more of the jars and then the flowers to do. So again, this is one that I hope to finish next year because it doesn't lack very much. I can just get some focused time on it. And then next was Candy Cane Santa. Let's see what that one is. that one. I started this on 3/1 of 2015. And of course this is a very big project. It's a full coverage project, so it's taking some time. But there's my progress. I did make some good progress this year. I finished the whole sled this year, and then I did this since you've last seen it. So slowly but surely progress is being made. I think I'm going to set that there. Okay, then Snow White by Thomas Kincaid. I got to get out of this one. Let's see. Where is she? There she is. There's that. And this was a restart. So of course I'm not very far. I restarted it up in the corner, and I decided to use a different fabric than what came with it. It's just kind of a gray color. I like it. It's still an Aida, but it's just a much easier fabric to work on. And then Goddess of the Sea by Joan Elliott. Started on 6/5 of 2015. It was a kit. She looks like this. And a lot of progress has been made on her. And I changed out her fabric. This is a Mo's Sale 16 count fabric. And there she is. So good progress on her. But she's a big girl, so it's taking a while to get her done too. It's one of the things I noticed. I'm going to be doing a Stitch from Stash next year. And as I was figuring out the worth of, all my projects, I realized I have a lot of large projects. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to focus on getting some of these large ones finished because there's so many of them. The next one is Up on the Rooftop by Tilton Crafts. That was also a 2015. I don't think you've even seen this one because I haven't been pulling it out. I love it. D-Stitcher's working on it, and it looks amazing. But I've got just very little done on it. Very, very little done on it. I didn't even work on it this year at all. And I'm doing this on a 25 count. And that's part of the problem. It's just so tiny. I don't do well, I've discovered, on the 25 count. Let's see, that's that one. And then Aurora Cabin. The Dimensions kit. This is another big one, and this one is kind of hard to use. Like I Heart Cross Stitch has said, using the 4 strands and 5 strands that they call for, you can only do so much of that because it really is tough on your fingers. So there's where I am. I've got the cabin all finished. So now I'm working on all the rest of it. I did work on this one a little bit. Then Raven Queen, I'm going to restart that one because that was one of the first projects I did on Even Weave, and I kind of made a mess. Now I know what I'm doing a little bit better, so I'm going to restart it at a later date. So that one is not going to be in here right now. I've already taken that fabric away. So the next is Gourmet ABC, another one from 2015. You've seen a lot of this one. I've been really trying to get this one done. The Design Works kit. Oops. The thread fell out. And I have made some progress this year on it. Oops, upside down. We'll see. So I've made progress this year. I did the fish, and I think the olives and the macaroni. So my goal, like last year my plan was to do 1 block each month, or 2 blocks each month, and I would have it finished, which of course I didn't do that, so that didn't happen. So I'm going to figure out how many blocks are left, and again, divide that by 12 and see if I can get this one finished this year. Because each block doesn't really take all that long. So that's kind of my plan on that one. I really feel like this one can get finished this year. So you can have things all over the place. Next one is Family Blessings. Lucky, that's my cat making noises over here. Sorry about that if you hear that. It's by the door. So, Family Blessings. He wants to go outside, but he can't because it's going to be raining. And again, this is that one that I just can't decide if I want to keep working on it or not. So far, I've kept it in my WIPs because I really do like it. I'm hoping I'll get motivated to get that one worked on some more. And let's see, so that was Family of Blessings. Merry Christmas Santa just needs a tiny little thing done and it will be finished. I don't know if I'm even, there he is. It's a Mill Hill kit. And all I need to do is figure out how to do his little mustache. Because he's just about finished, but I don't know how to do his little mustache. So once I do that, he will be done. So he will be done this year, this next year, because I'll figure out how to do that. Okay, then Holiday Village. When I started in 2015. Another Dimensions kit. So as you can see, lots of really big projects I have here. Is that right? Nope. I did work on this one a little bit. I did some of that brown on the church. I really do like this one. Like, I watched Blimey Cat yesterday. She did her WIP parade, and, you know, she had said that when she first started stitching, she did a lot of kits, and that's kind of what I did, too. And I'd been stitching a really long time, but I'd taken a big, long break. And when I got back to it, I was doing kits. So I have all these large kits here at the beginning of when I got back into stitching. So, next is Sunflower Snowman. This is one that'll be done, should be done next year without any trouble. And there it, whoops, sorry about the glare. And it's all finished except for back stitching. So I just need to get it out and get some back stitching done. And then it'll be finished. It looks pretty good already. It doesn't really have a lot of back stitching, just his nose, and add some definition to the trees and the birds. So I don't think it'll be that bad. So just need to take some time to get back to that. All right, so that's all of my 2015. Now we're in the 2016 ones. And got Indian Maiden. Let's see, she's a heavy one that I got in here. Let's see. I don't see her. Ah, there. Nope. Kingdom of Books. Is it? Yep. So let's see if I can find her picture. I actually don't really need her picture because she's also finished except for back stitching. This is Joan Elliott. This is all done on Mo's sale. 16 count. So you can see she's done, and I have actually done some of the back stitching. You can see I've back stitched the deer and her leg and some of the skirt. So I don't really like a whole lot on this. I need to just pull this out and get this one done. So you can see several. I need to just have like a back stitching week and get the back stitching done on this one, Sunflower Snowman, and Mason jar lineup, and that would be 3 finishes. That would be pretty great. That's what I need to do. I need to really work on getting the back stitching done on these. And then next is Snow Fairy, or Ice Princess as she's called now. And this is what I've been working on all this past week, so you're gonna see a whole lot done. And this is done on white silver 16 count. And look, she is done except for her beading and her back stitching. It took forever to do those trees. Oh my gosh, those trees took so long. I don't know why they took so long, but she's ready. I back stitched her mouth already, so I just need to work on back stitching and beads. She's got a lot of beads, though. She's got over 600 beads. So beading is going to take a while on her. So, but when I pull her back out, I'll be doing her back stitching also. And then getting ready to bead her. See, her beads are, oh, do I have her beads in here? I'll show you, her beads are so pretty. I don't know what I did with the beads. Because I was looking at the beads when it said how many beads there were, I'm like, I don't know that that's going to be enough beads. But it's it's really pretty silvery. And then, I don't know if you'll be able to see those. They're just clear white ones. So I'm really anxious to start getting her beaded. All right, so then Wendy the Winter Witch. It's a Brooks Books. There she is. Put some beads in there for her too. And there she is. Focus. There we go. And this one, I'm going to admit, has been kind of a challenge for me, kind of knowing how to put her all together. So she's done for the most part. And then I've been trying to do her pieces, the other pieces, to put her together. So this is just something I need to just sit down when I have some time and read the directions and figure out what to do to kind of get that all put together. So that was February 1st, 2016 that I started her. And then Queen Mermaid, Mirabilia. Let's see her. It's an out of print one. I have spent some time on her this year. This is also on a Mo's sale. And there she is. This year I finished the tail. Long ways to go on her. But I love the fabric. Love the fabric that she's on. It's a 16 count. Okay, then Poppies. This was out of a magazine. It's by Maria Diaz. And this is one that I did not touch this year. I kind of looked at my tracking to see which ones I had that I had not touched, and I realized that this was one that I had not touched this year at all. I don't have the magazine with me, but you can kind of see a little bit what that's going to look like. Yeah, I don't know why this one I didn't end up pulling this one out, because I really do like it. This is one that's not terribly large. And this is on a 28 count, like an antique white. So there it is. So I need to definitely put some time into this one next year, since I didn't do any this year on this one. And then, let's see, we're supposed to get an awful storm here later today, so I was trying to get this done before it hits, but it's already getting cloudy. Okay, next is Fire Goddess and Joan Elliott. As you'll know, I have lots of Joan Elliott patterns. She's my favorite. And so there she is. And she's also on a Moe's sale, 16 count. Beautiful orange. I just love this fabric. It's not really showing up as orange as it is. Kind of washed out a little bit, but I love it. It looks so great. So this is one I pull out a lot because I really do like her. I like this one a lot. And then Night Eyes. This was a Mania start in 2016. It's a wolf. And it's being done on black, which does make it kind of hard to stitch. Let's see. I think it goes like this because that's his nose. That line up the nose. Okay, next is Coffee Break. Another Mania start in 2016. It's kind of a companion piece to the Gourmet ABCs. And I don't have very much. I don't think I worked on this one very much. Just a little bit. Then Summer Stroll. Another Dimensions. Absolutely love this one. It's just beautiful. I'm doing it on the fabric that it came with, 18 count. And there's where it is. I would have been farther along, but I had to rip all this out because it was supposed to be half stitches and I had done them as whole stitches, and it just didn't look right. Whenever I went in to do the brown that was whole stitches, then that's when I realized my mistake. So I had to pull it out and put it back in as the half stitches. So that slowed me down, but it looks much better. It looks so good. I mean, it just really looks amazing. I just love it. There's a lot of colors in there, as you can tell, so it does take a while, but it's so pretty. She's another favorite. I like my ladies. I like the ladies a lot. Then we started Nantucket Rose, lavender and lace. Let's see here. Where is she? She's out of order. Can't find her. Uh-oh. Oh, there she is. She was hiding. Okay, so lavender lace. There she is. And she's being done on the blue Charles Craft even weave. I love this one. Oh gosh, she's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Let's see, which way does she go? Yep, she goes like this. So I've been working on her dress. Even when I think it goes. Oh, I had it right. Yeah, so gorgeous. I just love it. Love this one. She's so pretty. And see, these ladies, I like doing those so much that I could spend a whole week at a time stitching on them and making some real progress. Okay, so that was Nantucket Rose, and then Tapestry Cat I already showed you. And then the last one of 2016 is Faces of Fairy by Jan Beckett Griffith. There she is. And she's being done, I believe this is 18 count. I know it's not the 25. And there she is. I didn't work on her very much this year. I spent more time on the shaman for my son than I ended up doing on this one. Amen. So that brings me to 2017. I don't have as many 2017 ones. I don't know if I didn't start as many or if I just finished more of them. But the first one, this was a New Year's New Start on 2017, Kingdom of Books. It was one of those, the Russian kits. Another really large one. And I'm doing this on, it's not a Fiddler's Ada, but it's a similar type to it. It's a little browner. And I did that so that I don't have to stitch all of that brown. I'm not going to stitch the brown of that bookcase. I'm going to just use this. I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, you can kind of see the texture in it, so I'm going to do that. But it's big. I mean, it's really a long piece. So this one my son had bought me for my birthday, and he wants me to get back to it, so I need to get back to this one. Okay, then Enchanted Aurora, another Joan Elliott. Where is she? What? Oh, there she is. Love this one also. There she is. And I don't remember the fabric that she's on, but it's a beautiful fabric for sure. So there it is. You can see the tip of the wolf. This one I didn't really spend too much time on this year. I was working a lot on the Fire Goddess one and the Snow Fairy. I worked a whole lot on that one this year. That one was kind of a focus. And then after that one, another Joan Elliott, Medieval Lady. Oh, Medieval Maiden, I'm sorry. Medieval Maiden. And turn her around here. And there she is. Love it. I don't remember what fabric. Let's see, did I write it on here? I didn't write it on here. Oh, that other for the Enchanted Aurora was Fantasy by Pole Stitches. I don't know what this one is. Looks like it could be Legacy, maybe. I know it's a Picture This Plus. I'm just going to go and write down which one. Okay, then, excuse me. Next was the ice caps that I already showed you. Then Purple Pansy Flower Angel by Vermilion Stitchery. That one is. And this is a 16 count pink. It's like a barely pink, so you probably can't see the pink in it, but it's a pink. So pretty. It's going to be really pretty when it's finished. The pink is going to look really good with it. So it's kind of a barely there pink, just enough. Okay. Then, oh, I didn't bring my Sheep Virtues in here. I had done the Sheep Virtues, so I'd started that one, and I'm going to need to take out the sheep because the white didn't show up well enough. So that's in the other room because I'm going to have to pull that out. Next was Fairy Treasures, another Mirabilia. This is on 28 count Christmas in Williamsburg. I just worked on her. She was another one I realized I hadn't worked on this year, so I decided I would work on her. So I worked on her a little bit during my break that I've had. I love this fabric. So there she is. And I kind of stitched this greenish brown and then came down a little bit there. I like her too. She's really pretty. This is when I started at the retreat in Austin. Okay, so then Spell Store. The next one by Primitive Hair. You've seen a lot of this one because I was working on this all through October. And this is done on the Pumpkin Patch fabric by Blended Needle, which I think is just great for it. And you can see when it's finished, it'll look like that. And then the last one of 2017 is my Plymouth Sampler. Let's see, I just had this one out last night. I was looking at it. And there it is. My Sampler Company. And this is being done on an 18 count, so it looks like just a cream. And there's my start. I haven't really, excuse me, worked on this one much. Okay, so that brings me to all of the 2018s. There's a lot. I've got them color coded so you can see all the 2018 ones. A lot of the 2018 ones are Halloween. I started a whole lot of Halloween projects. But the first one is, let's see, Fairyland 2 by Soda Stitch. This is part of a Stitch Along. So there it is. And I think I did 2 sections. This is on Lavender Sunset, 28 count. And I did the 2 Beauty and the Beast and Snow White. It was coming down there with the trees for Cinderella. So I need to get back to this. Initially last year I was going to do 1 section each month. Then I kind of fell off the wagon, and Coffee Stitcher decided he wasn't going to do this one. He was going to do something different, so then I kind of lost my mojo on it too. But I do like it. I do want to get back to it. Alright, so that was my New Year, New Start for 2018, and then I started 4 Seasons by Marjolaine Baston. This was also a stitch along. This was a stitch along with Calico, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she finished hers and it turned out amazing. It's actually so big, it's actually a whole big booklet. There it is. And I'm doing this on a Fiddler's Aida. And there's my little bit of a start. I think I started it that day and I never did touch it again. Okay, then One Nation by Bygone Stitches. Okay, where are you? One Nation. This. Y'all seen this one? I really like this one a lot. And it's a big one. I believe this is on Mushroom Lagana. And you can see how big that fabric is. But I made good progress on it, I feel like, for this year. So, slow going, because you have to be super careful, because you can't mess up. It's like you can't fudge it. So, I'm going really slow, because each of those stars has to fit in the little spot. So, I'm taking my time, going really slow, so I don't end up messing it up and having to pull it out. And I do a little bit of the blue, and then I fill in the white to make sure that I'm on track, that I haven't messed up. So, that's why it's kind of slow going, but I really like it. I like it a lot. I think it's going to look really good on this fabric. It's really pretty. Okay, then next was Linden Place Plum Pudding. And it's on the called for fabric, the Sprite. My picture this plus. Excuse me, sorry. I'm using the Dinky dies. And pretty good progress for the year, I think. Pulled it out a few times. Want to pull this out some more. Like I said, purple's my favorite, as you can tell from several of the purple projects I have. I really, really, really like this one a lot. I'm going to get back to that. I like all my projects. There's not enough time in the day to stitch them all. Okay, so then next is All Around Texas by Redbird Designs. I was actually just stitching on this one last night. Looks like that. And this is also on the Fiddler's Aida. I think it's perfect for this. Looks so good. So last night I stitched the green. So I did the San Antonio and then the green on the blue bonnet and up on the top of the rose. So I love this one. This one I plan to finish this year too. It's mostly just words, so I can just pull it out and do a word each time. I should be able to finish it without too much trouble. All right, then Snow White by Primitive Hair. There she is. I love this one. I'm kind of stuck in the tree right now, which is not very much fun. I'm doing her on Oaken. What picture this was. And as you can see, I'm still just in the tree. Almost done. We're on number 40. Okay, next another Joan Elliott, Time Traveler. There she is. And I'm doing her on Cauldron, Cashel. Well, my first time's doing a big project on the linen, and I must say it's kind of hard for me. So I haven't pulled this one out as much as I should have. So I don't know if I want, it's not a big start, I don't know if I should just stop and buy this in even weave instead, or if I should just keep trying with this linen. I know everybody loves the linen, but I don't know, for some reason this particular project I'm having a little bit of a hard time with it. Okay, so then next is Solo Tua by Nora Corpin. And the mermaids. Oh, there she is. And she's being done on Flapper. Crystal Flapper by Picture This Plus. Love this. Gosh, love this fabric. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Not very much done. I need to get back to this. I almost pulled this one back out yesterday. Like I said, that purple. Oh my gosh, that purple is just gorgeous. It's going to be so pretty. So pretty finished. Okay, then 4 Freedoms. My Little House Needleworks. And done on a Picture This Plus. Oaken also. And there it is. I did change, I was thinking I changed the colors of the words to blue instead of brown. And then the words at the top I'm just going to change to a red. Just to make it look a little more patriotic. Okay. Then Stacked Teacups. This was a Dimensions Petite kit. And there it is. Like I said, all I have to do is, there's this blue all around it. Can you see it on there? There's kind of a blue background, paisley background that I need to do. And the back stitching, and then this one will be done. So this will be a finish next year in 2019 also. And then Cinnamon Stars. I love this one. By, what is it, Green Street Samplers, I think. Where's the picture? There it is. Absolutely love this. This is being done on Ren, 28 count Ren. There's my start on that. So pretty. I love those colors. It has a lot of colors, so that's what I kind of had to. I really wanted to do it in the called for colors, so I would just kind of buy a few at a time to do each section. I think I finally have all of them. Okay, now we're going to get into all of the Halloween ones. Okay, so the first one is Who's There by Prairie Schooler. That's this one. And here's my start on that. So I got a pretty good start. This is one that's actually not very big, so I should be able to finish this in 2019. And then All Hallows Eve, another Prairie Schooler. And it's on a Moe's sale. It looks really cool. There it is. And then Autumn by Cricket Collection. And not a big start. And this is on the 28 count tea dyed Charles Craft. And then Pumpkin Hollow Farms by Little House Needleworks. This was another stitch along with Priscilla and Chelsea. And there it is. Also just on the Charles Craft. I did kind of change up the color of the house. So you can see I have a lot of fall and Halloween pieces. And unfortunately, I'm not really in the mood to work on these right now because it's winter. So I'm kind of more in the mood to stitch on winter stuff. Okay, then Halloween chalk art. This was out of a magazine, just Cross Stitch magazine. So I don't have a color, it's just a black and white. And this is on chalk. Nope, Dusk Lugana. And there's my start. So I like this one a lot too. That one's cool. And next next is Spell of the Moon by Blackbird Designs. Here's the little one. And let's see. Twinkles, yeah. Pretty good progress on that one. And this looks like this is a mushroom Lugana. And then the next one is Going to Market. I didn't bring that in here with me. Interesting story on that one. I was reading a book in school to my class, and the illustrator was the same illustrator as the Going to Market cross-stitch kit that I had. So the kids were all excited to hear that. I showed it to them on my phone what the picture looked like. So I started it that weekend and brought it to the class to show it to them, because I don't know if you've watched my previous videos or not, but my principal wants me to teach my class how to cross-stitch this year. Of course, we're first graders, so we're 6 years old, so we're still little guys. But anyway, they were real excited about that. So that project is actually at school in my bag, so I can't show that one to you. But it had very little started, just enough to show the kids. So that's why that one got started very abruptly. Next is Electra. Amelia. One of the other witches. And there she is. Companion piece to my Gwen. And she's being done on this barn something. Barnwood? Yeah, barnwood. So it's a pretty cool looking color. You know what, I think it actually goes this way. See, that's what's bad when you don't have a project that you've got very much done on. You don't even know which way it goes. So, like I said, my goal this next year, anything I start, I'm going to make sure I have enough progress made on it that I know which way it goes. Because it's silly to start something and have so little done on it that you don't even know which way it goes. Should at least spend enough time to get that much done on it. That's what I think anyway. So, I see my cat's up in the window, I see. Because like I said, he wants outside. Next one is Snow Queen by Soda Stitch. This is one I'm not too sure about. Not sure about the fabric. It's this one. And it's on Ada Skies. But I don't know if it's going to be too blue. What do y'all think? I mean, as you can see, even that pink that's in there, you can barely even see the pink that's in there. There we go. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work or not. So, tell me what you think. Is it just too blue? I mean, there's a lot of whiter spots, so I thought if it's placed right, it'll be okay. But, I mean, I really like the fabric, but it may, some of the blues in the pattern may not show, because a lot of, the Soda Stitch is back stitched also, so that may make it okay, but I don't know. You can see there's a lot of blue. It's a lighter blue, and this is a darker blue fabric, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work or not. And that brings me to my last one. And this is Pomegranate Santa, which I have spent most of December working on because I absolutely love this one. I wanted to finish it before Christmas, but didn't quite happen. But I got really far. You can see I got a lot done. All I have left to do, I've got to do the tree and then the snowflake and finish the deer. This one is so pretty. I just love the colors. It's on a mushroom Lugana. So So beautiful. I just love it. All right, so that's all my projects. That's a lot, a whole lot. Like I said, I need to whittle these down. It's like, especially some of the bigger ones. I want to really kind of focus on some of the large ones, decide which large ones I want to get done, and really focus on getting some of the larger ones finished because they're really pretty and I'd like to get them completed. So we're at over an hour, so I think I'm going to hold off on doing my 2019 plans. I don't have a whole lot of plans, so it won't be a very long video, but I really don't want to take any more of your time right now, especially since, you know, I'm coughing. I don't want to bother y'all with that. So let you see this, and then I will do my 2019 plans video and get that uploaded and let you know. I've already kind of told you a little bit what my plans are as we've gone through these, but I'll kind of go through what my new starts are and stitch from stash and all that. So this is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers hanging in there with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.